Good night, fellow punters. The clock out of the sky is 10:15. There's none on the wall here. I'm in a deluxe joint tonight. It's like from rags to riches. The place I was in Galway there a couple of weeks ago, in comparison with this joint here. I'm out on a balcony. Great spot altogether. I was never here before. Plenty of view on the ankle of it. Harvey's Point. It's about 4 or 5 miles outside Donegal town. So got here about 7 o'clock. We got out of Dublin this morning probably nearly 9:30. We went to Mellifont Abbey in Collin in County Louth. There was a busload of Belgians there. They thought it's a Cistercian abbey. It started being built in, I think it was the 11th century. And it was worked on in the 12th and 13th as well. So there's one bit of the remnants of one room is still there that they had. We went from there to the Hill of Slane and walked about there. Great view, grand brisk sort of a day. And we drove by the Slane Castle. Lord Mount Charles hadn't the kittle on, I thought he might, so we had to keep going. Gate closed. We went to Marble's Arch Cave then outside in the Skillen, but the time just didn't coincide with what we were planning for the evening. There was a tour at 2:30 we could have done for an hour, but it was full up, booked out with school kids. But we didn't get to know that straight away. But I think there was a bit of merchandise bought by a couple of them, and we went to Donegal town. They went to the castle, and then they went to the pub on the corner and went for a snack. That I went in when the grub was just landing on the table. There was enough to feed a small family, a big family, and an appointment or a reservation is meant for 7:30 here as well. So they were partying big time, and they went to a couple of pubs as well while they were killing time in Donegal. So tomorrow we're heading for Slieve League at about 9:30. So I take them up as well to Glenveigh Castle up in the National Park. I know it might be too far to go to up to the top of the top of Donegal, Mallinhead. Might go there, but see. We had a non-runner today in Flicker of Hope. Belgo Prince left it a bit late to catch the truant. Delighted for the lads that own the truant. There was 20 of them initially from Roscommon that owned that horse, and I think 10 of them got out and 10 of them rebought it and switched trainers, so they have money back now straight away. I thought Belgo Prince, he was left with a little bit too much to do, and I never done the reverse forecast either. I'm sure it paid pretty decent. Down there for dancing was desperate disappointing altogether. He wasn't in love with it at all this evening. He even tried to roll when the initial false start. He didn't want to go, and it was nearly as well if they pulled him out at that stage. Very disappointed with that run. Shout out to Timewise, to Andrew Hurley, he's recently on the bus, and to Nigel Hall. You're all very welcome. As to say, like and subscribe. It's not great fare tomorrow. There's a few. I thought there was one bet we could go with Magic Memories. He was 12-1 into 9-2 the last day in a better class race than this. Was a class the class 3. This is the class 4, and he's well handicapped because they're a shrewd outfit. The ground is supposed to be soft, so that should be fine. That was in the Whitsun Cup. If you look at Navajo Al Rufa, Dragon Icon Classic, Crackshot, Rajib, Dual Identity, an old campaigner that loves Sandown, came and won it. He went up £1 for that, I think, didn't he? He ran that off 79. He's rightly raised, 4-year-old. He's actually a half-brother to the Whipmaster. Yeah, he's 80 now. But not, well, let's see what price is it. That was a win bet tomorrow. That'll be a nap. 15 to 8, 2 to 1. Then an each way bet in Limerick. The horse went back the last day, but he, on our radar, young Horgan stays loyal to him to claim the 7, but he went off the last day and he cocked his jaw and he carried his head to one side and he ran well enough in comparison with the way he ran through the race. That's him out in front there. But a drop back in straight.
Barnhill rose as they raced just outside the final two. Not much between On Our Radar and Super Cobb being followed by Breezy's Off, who's coming to join the pair, and then Vicky Wall and Carleman stays on ahead of Sneddy Eddie, and then River Derwin, who's wide of the leaders, then Jitteronomy. On Our Radar continues just in front from a challenging Breezy's Off, then Super Cobb. Carleman is digging in ahead of Sneddy Eddie. On the outside is River Derwin inside the final 150 yards. Divide the sweets here. River Derwin down the outside with the wetters of sails, has cut them all down from Breezy's Off, Carleman, Sneddy Eddie, and On Our Radar faded ahead of Super Cobb.
I was expecting him to come from behind the last day, as he showed a bit of promise, I thought, in when he was in running Roscommon. He popped him out in front. So we'll see whether there be a change of tactics tomorrow. Will he revert back to what I thought was the best way to ride him, but what do I know? There's the two. So I'll try and see, can I pick out anything for Ascot in the next couple of days, and we might get on in each way before the weekend. And that's about it. Get this into the oven. Might snake 1 pint and bash the bookies over and out.